What is up, everyone? As y'all can obviously tell, this is definitely not a weekly vlog because this is not on Monday, and I am definitely procrastinating my homework doing this. But this is something that I have been seeing a lot of for a long time now, and it's bugging. It's a little annoying. It's stupid. It's annoying. It's aggravating. I feel like we should talk. I feel like we, as a group of people, need to talk about it. And my hair is acting up. I am old. Leave me alone. Um, Anime. Look, as far back as I can tell, I've always been into anime. I think I want to say my very first anime, huh? It was I don't know if it was Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, like the one where Goku was like a little kid. I don't know how far back I know. I just remember there was this thing called Studio Bones, and like I was always missing the episode because it would come on like on the weekend or on a random day of the week at a random time, and it was never sequenced. It would be like I would have to catch it, and I rarely ever did because I was a child. Everybody was using the computer. I'm not the computer, the TV. This was the '90s, and yeah, it was a lot of stuff that was going on. Also, if you hear singing in the background, once again, I do not live by myself. I have three roommates, and they love to make noise. So if y'all hear anything, yeah. If y'all haven't noticed, I am a little bit more energized, and that's only because of the fact that I've been drinking V8 Energy, and I love that stuff. I hope that that doesn't qualify as a commercial in some way. But yeah, anime though. Like, there's there's this consistent subject of he's a very talented singer, isn't he? But not like I just want to go ahead and just point this out real quick. I 100% believe that anime is for everyone. And when I say anime is for everyone, I want to just go ahead and make this very clear. I think that if you're new to anime, by all means get into it so you can enjoy it. If you are an anime veteran or whatever the heck you want to call yourself, you should not be trying your best to shun people away from anime. You should be trying to get people into it a little bit more. And there's these annoying concepts where people feel like they want to quiz people on, well, what happened in the point five moment of episode 26 of random anime here. It's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. If somebody says that they're a fan of anime, at the very least engage them in a decent manner. There was once upon a time we were shamed for watching anime. You were mocked for liking Dragon Ball Z. And now in 2021, maybe about a decade or so later, that's still a thing. And that shouldn't be a thing because of the fact that we grew up with Dragon Ball Z, we grew up with Sailor Moon, we grew up with Tenchi Muyo, we grew up with these shows that was supposed to sort of be like an artistic outlet for us. For some, it was just I want to see people fight. For others, it was an attempt to sort of get into a different culture that was almost completely obscure to us at one point in time. I didn't even know what Japan was before anime became a thing. And I just feel like that's definitely something that we have ignored. I remember being a kid, and when I watched Dragon Ball Z, it wasn't just super happy mega ultimate fight time. It was like it got me interested in stuff like space. It got me interested in stuff like meditation. It got me interested in like Chinese mythology. It even got me into Japanese culture because there was one moment in the English dub where they popped a little capsule and they threw it and an onomatopoeia noise flew and it was in Japanese kanji, and the first thing I thought about was, what is that? What does that mean? And then I would see something similar to that like written on these other things, and it would be like, what is that? And as a kid, I was fascinated in Japan because of things like that. I was a kid. I was like, I don't even remember honestly. But that's stuff from Japan. That was stuff from Dragon Ball Z. It wasn't, oh my god, who could win in a fight between Ninja and Ninja. No, it was a gateway towards other things. Also, I'm a bit of a overthinker, so it's never just a simple, oh wow, this is a cool fight thing. No, it was always something more than that. I remember being interested in the planets because of Sailor Moon. I remember being like, and it wasn't just the planets either. With Sailor Moon, it was because I realized that the word sailor meant something different in Japan. Once again, it got me interested in Japanese culture. It was just like it also got me interested in time travel because of Rini coming back through time. Even though like time travel ultimately became this quantum physics, mechanics stuff, and I didn't even understand it because I was a child then and I didn't have access to the resources to learn those things back then. Whew. It was always more than that. So it's like, you know, I feel like the biggest turnoff nowadays when it comes to anime is not anime itself. It's not even a certain kind of anime. It's the fans who really do feel like because they think one anime is better than another anime, or one anime character could kick another anime character's butt, or blah blah blah, blue blue blue. I believe that the fandoms have gotten so much more rabid now that it's just like they've forgotten exactly that this is just a medium. This is just something that people are genuinely interested in and want to learn about and want to fixate on and want to enjoy. Like, when I like if I say I like anime, you ain't gonna come up to me like, yeah, well, can your favorite character beat this other character in a fight? I don't care about that crap. You know? I would rather talk about the lore, the storylines, For going back to Dragon Ball Z, like one of the few stories that actually got me really interested in Dragon Ball Z was the idea that you know, one character from another planet could go to another planet and just completely attack. That's it's colonization and all this other stuff that's going on. It was like a lot of deep things was happening in this story that people just didn't care about because it was like, ooh, fight time. Also, I'm talking with my hands a lot, but that's if you know me personally, you know that that's what I do when I'm passionate about something anyway. But I'm just saying, it's crazy because like anime is more like people are treating anime more than what it is, and at the same time they're underestimating it. Not underestimating it, but they're overselling it and underselling it at the same time. Is more than just some stupid gauntlet tier whatever thing where you just measure how strong a character is just so you can put them in this dumb coliseum type scenario just so you can say this character could beat this character. It's more than that. It's there's a story being told here. There is a story being told here. And please, and I am begging people to actually care more about the story and care more about talking about the plot and the story and everything else than everything else. I mean, like Naruto, if you really think about it, is a ridiculously political story. Naruto is heavily political. They just added a whole bunch of like magic in there and cool fight scenes to keep you interested. But at the end of the day, it's basically one person's revenge can lead to crazy consequences. When it comes to like One Piece, is one person's lust for adventure can lead to crazy consequences. I mean, even Bleach, it's just basically, a lot of crazy stuff that happened to Bleach that ultimately goes down to one person's lust for power can lead to crazy consequences. It's a lot that goes into this and telling the story that I feel like people just don't even care about because everybody be like, well, Bleach sucks. And it's like, so if you think Bleach sucks, you're allowed to think Bleach sucks. I thought it was very fun. I thought it was a cool series to watch. I even liked the live action on Netflix. I thought it was dope. Renji has cool hair. The whole idea of being able to manipulate your sword by talking to it. That's cool. Because there's a lot of people who talk to their weapons in a lot of shows, and their weapons don't do anything. This one time where a guy can tell his sword to turn bigger just by telling it to hell, that's dope to me. You know, it's just like I just don't like the idea that anime is something worth gatekeeping on because of the fact that it makes fans look bad. It sort of expands on this idea that nerds are just insufferable people, and we are not. We are not. I'm not going to say we are not because I'm not going to try to. I don't like the idea of lumping a group of people together, but I will say that for every insufferable nerd you meet, there's a whole bunch that aren't. And you got to sift through the stupidity in order to find the gold. And I just don't want this to be like, another great anime backlash because of the fact that, you got like this one guy saying, well, you did these low tier anime. There is no tiers. Tiers are subjective. Ranking systems are always going to be biased. Every list is always going to be somebody's favorite. These are all biased pieces of crap that we don't need to actually, you know, measure stuff off of. And it's dumb that we do that. And that should technically qualify for every form of fiction. It's never going to nothing is ever going to be better than anything else because they're at the end of the day they're fiction. There's no wrong way to do fiction. There's no wrong way to determine what you like in comparison to what somebody else likes. Just because somebody likes this series doesn't mean that they're wrong for liking the series, just as much as it doesn't mean that you're right for liking this series. It's just at this point now we really need to stop acting like us liking things somehow is a flex. It's not. You having a personal preference towards something is not a flex. You liking something is not a flex. People liking something that you like is not a flex. There is no flex when it comes to fiction culture. You like what you like what they like, and at some point, rather than trying to fight each other over it, or rather than try to beat your chest and say, I know this stuff better than you, stop this. We are all big nerds. We are all humongous dorks. And we need to realize that for the better of our community because we could be getting together right now actually creating our own stuff. We could be making things right now. We could be putting forth the effort to include our own voices into the medium that we witness. We always say, oh, this series, oh, I need to see more of this. Make it. I mean, it's not that difficult. And we, as a group of people, have all these awesome ideas and all these awesome abilities and all these awesome skills. Oh my God, this is going over. This is going like over 10 minutes. I apologize, but this is just something I really do feel like we need to bring up. We have the creative abilities to create our own stuff, and yet all we do is tell everybody else that their stuff sucks, or we have the abilities to actually maintain some great ideas of our own, and instead we're telling other people that you can't like this thing better than I can. There's fans and then there's fans. There's multiple forms of fandoms, and I choose to be in none of them because I hate the words better than because of fandoms. I'm going to go ahead and try to keep this short. I am trying so hard to keep this short, but there's so much going into it. I might actually do like a part two, three, four, five of this stuff. But at the end of it all, just like the series, like the series and be cool to each other. We need more of that now than ever. That's it. Love and peace. Y'all have a good one. That wasn't supposed to be funny.